Crypto holders, they're lying to you about the bear market beginning right now. I'm going to show you exactly why that's the case, as to why we're not in a bear market, and an important signal that's actually flashing today as we speak, that every single time it did flash, Bitcoin had bottomed, called every major low, and it's flashing again right now as we speak. I'm going to show you exactly that. So I'm on the Bitcoin one-day chart. Bitcoin's currently at $113,500. So as you can see, I drew a trend line starting from the bear market bottom when Bitcoin was at $17,000 in early 2023. And I dragged it up. This was the second low that we had set in late 2023, bouncing off that trend line. Then we have over here, recently, we haven't touched this trend line since 2024 or even in 2025. So I drew a couple other trend lines. Grabbing the lows that we had set in late 2023, we touched, held support this whole time. And then in July 2024, we had touched support again in the summer multiple times. And then in March, April of 2025, again, touched that same trend line as support. And most recently, we haven't come down to that same trend line. So I even drew a more slanted one from summer 2024, that support, that touch in April of 2025, and we actually did come down. We're holding nice support on it, and then we have this downward sloping trend line resistance it was until we broke above, and then we touched that as support and had confluent support there as well too. As you can see, since the bull market began, we have been making higher lows and higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. We're still in a higher low right now, as you can see. We have not made a lower low. So the bear market has not begun because the bull market structure is still intact. And as you can see right here, we're starting to break out from this downward sloping trendline resistance. So we're starting to get back above here and break out, being at 113,500. But the signal that's flashing right now as we speak, that's called every single low, this whole entire bull market, I'm going to show you right now. And here it is. We got that vertical blue buy now signal flashing as we speak. So these are the Stargate signals. We got the vertical blue line, which is your buy now signal. Vertical green is your prepare to buy signal. Vertical yellow is your sell now signal. And vertical red is your prepare to sell signal. So that's how you read that for the colors. But as you can see right now, as of today, we have a buy now signal flashing. The previous time that we had flashed that was back here in September of 2025 here. And then we went up and we actually had the sell that day, big liquidation event. And then if you go back a bit, we had a sell back in July of 2025, but we had a buy right before that. We had a sell right before that. We had buys back here in March, April of 2025 when everybody was screaming that the bear market is in then. Then you go even further back. You had buys in August and September of 2024, right before we had our big move up in November and December of that year. You had a buy here in February of 2024 when Bitcoin was still at $45,000, and then we put a big move up to hit 100K. So then you have September of 2023 when we were at around $26,000, still on that trend line support that I showed you earlier. We had those buys. So as you can see, this whole bull market, we've been riding this trend line up, but also when we touch that trend line, usually we get those prepare to buy soons, that vertical green, and then we get the buy now to say, hey, we're done going down. So right there, here, and yet again, we're getting another signal saying, hey, we're probably done going down, and we're about to put another move to the upside for Bitcoin. If you want access to the Stargate signals to get these on your charts, then link in the bio, click that and fill out your info to get details.